Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is DMAC, and today I thought I would do a little bit of engraving. As you know, I make challenge locks, and something that I like to do is to engrave them. And I had a couple of people just ask me about how I went about it. Nothing too complicated really. It's just a case of getting an engraving tip and engraving it. I think I'm lucky enough to have a reasonably steady hand and sort of an artistic background, and that helps me a little bit. But I thought I'd just quickly run through how I go about doing it. So got a couple of locks here that I've made today. These are challenge locks that will be on their way out soon. So yeah, if we just choose one of these, and I'll show you how I go about doing it. So this one is called Sorry Not Sorry, as you can see on the tag there. So what I like to do, I'm going to sign it here, DMAC, and do a little bit of scroll work, which I like to do there. I'll put a little daft face on there because that's what I like to do. And then we'll do the name of the challenge lock there, Sorry Not Sorry. So it's just deciding really what we want to do. The way I like to do it is to just use a permanent marker to sketch out what I'm doing. We've got one here, as you can see, ready to be engraved. And yeah, so we'll do the same on this one, and then I'll just run through how I engrave it. So firstly, let's just do some scribbling on here. So let's sign him first. I should probably do this last, but I'm going to do it now. So there we go, D. I mean, the reason to do this with a permanent marker prior to just engraving it, I find, is just to plan it all out. Sometimes it may not look right, and other times it may look great, but yeah, it just means that you can space it out, so you're happy with it. And yeah, this is where you make any mistakes with a permanent marker, and we can just rub that out and start again if need be. So this one is called Sorry Not Sorry, and I think what I'd like to do, I'm going to use this space here to draw a sort of scroll maybe. So let's see what we can do. Not the easiest thing to do on camera. Try to keep it in focus for you. Okay, that looks a bit like a scroll to me. And then we just need to write the words in there. So, sorry, not sorry. I think we've got a comma in there. Sorry, not sorry. So I'll do the same as that. Sorry on the top, and then not sorry underneath. There we go. Hopefully this will look okay. You can go quite fine with the engraving tips, I've found. I'll show you the engraving tips in just a sec that I use. So this is looking pretty good spacing wise. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. That looks quite good. And we've got to do a face on there. I'll do that in just a sec. Yeah, I think particularly this one is called Forget About It. And yeah, it took me a while to space the letters out on this. As you can imagine, you sort of start here, and I think the first time I finished down here didn't look right. There's a lot of letters to fit in. Not easy to do it all in one line, so this took a little bit of planning to do. So yeah, engraving tips. These are the tips that I've got with my Dremel kit. So as you can see there, we've got oh, there's a different one there somewhere. I've got a square one somewhere. Not really relevant because I don't use it. You've got these ball tips, and I like to use the smaller of the two. Try and get that in focus for you. There you go, you can see the tip there. So that's what I'm going to use. Pop him in the Dremel. And make sure he's tightened up, of course. There we go. I don't go for high speeds when I'm engraving. I like to use this extension cable on the Dremel. Just means that it's easier to hold, and I can use that more like a pen. This is going to be interesting because I've got to try and hold this still as I engrave. up close to the camera. Usually I've put it on a surface. Actually I might zoom you in so we can do that, because it is easier when you're resting flat on a surface. I think I've got quite low speed on the Dremel. I'm not sure what that is. We're about 20, whatever that is. Goes up to 35, but I'm on about 20, and that should do us. I think if you're going too fast, it's going to kind of get all out of control. So let's zoom you in. Okay. Euro cylinders are not easy to do, because they're, when you lay them down, they kind of lay on the wonk. They're sort of laying away from you. But let's do our best to get this done. So put the Dremel on, I'll engrave this side, we'll have a quick look at it, and then I think I'll warm up on this side. There's less detail involved on that one, and this one's a bit finer, so hopefully I'll have got the hang of it by the time I've done this, and yeah, this one shouldn't be as difficult. Okay, let's get started. Okay, that seemed to come out okay. As you can see, I haven't followed my lines exactly. We'll wipe off those permanent marker lines in just a minute and see what we've actually engraved. I think sometimes you've just got to go with where the tip wants to go. Sometimes you might want to sort of pull a line up here, and the Dremel might not be happy with that, and you've just got to not fight it too much and kind of just go with the flow of where the Dremel wants to, the engraving tip, sorry, wants to take you. I think sometimes it's easier to go, if you've got a vertical line, sometimes it's easier to go up, or sometimes it's easier to go down. I'm not sure which way, it depends which way this is rotating, but I think I'll find out now trying to do this bit. Yeah, let's see what we can do. Okay, as you can see there, I've wandered off a little bit, but we'll, sorry, blinding you there with the light. We'll give this a wipe off in a minute. I'm just going to quickly draw a daft face on there, and then we can give it all a clean off and see what we've got. So, what should we put on here? It's quite nice. Sorry, not sorry. I think the reason I called it this is because it's got some nasty stuff in it. So I'm kind of sorry to inflict that on anyone that picks it, but at the same time, kind of not sorry. So let's do a poking out tongue. So we'll do a smiley face. Poking out the tongue. And a couple of goofy eyes. There we go, that's that one done. So we'll, blinding you there. We'll just engrave that one, and then we can give it a clean up, have a look and see what we've got. Okay, not the easiest doing that on camera. Those eyes kind of got away from me a little bit, but to give it a quick clean up, I like to use just a little bit of isopropyl alcohol. Very handy stuff to have knocking about. So we'll just give him a clean up there, and then we can see exactly what he looks like. Okay, let's have a look. So there we go. We've got the, difficult to do this without blinding you again, sorry. The reflective surface. There you go, you can see we've got DMAC there. We've got our silly little face. There he is. And then that scroll work there. There we go. That came out quite well actually. It's a bit difficult doing lines like this where it kind of goes on the curve of the top of the Euro cylinder. But that went quite well. Yeah, reasonable spacing on there. Yeah, like I say, the only thing that got away from me a little bit was those eyes, but they're not too bad. So there we go. That's this one finished. Got the key for that one. Tag's all done, so this challenge lock is ready to be sent out to its victim. So I'm going to get on with these ones now. I'm going to do these ones off camera. There's lots of letters on that one, lots to go wrong, and I've got this one to do, easy peasy as well. So yeah, I'm going to get on with that. I'll leave you to go watch some other YouTube videos. Once again, thanks for watching, and yeah, if you hit subscribe, I'll be doing more videos like this in the future, and yeah, you can catch up with those. So yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate all the support, and bye for now.